good brain. Make me happy.
What is up, everyone? How are we doing this evening? It is Saturday afternoon, a rare afternoon stream today. Happy Saturday, everyone, on the Mr. Grizzly Live channel. What is up, everyone in the chat? Thank you all for showing up this afternoon. And we got some shit to talk about tonight, don't we? Today, don't we? I'm used to saying tonight. We got some shit to talk about today, don't we?
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Purist, Star Wars Marvel Purist. 2 days ago, I didn't even become aware of, I became aware of this at like 3 a.m. in the morning, 3:30 in the morning when it was happening. Star Wars Marvel Purists sat down with Star Wars Theory to have a 2-hour conversation. This was not planned. A lot of shit was happening behind the scenes. Purist was like live for like 6 hours or something in total. Did a 4-hour live stream on Thursday night. And Mr. Theory just had to get in and talk to him, so they ended the stream with a conversation, hashed things out a little bit, talked about Theoy Sabers, China Sabers, Bangkok Sabers, talked about Disney Star Wars, talked about a whole bunch of things. I have not seen any. I caught about 10 minutes of this. I caught about
the gatekeepers.
I caught about 10 minutes of this. Like I said, my phone started just going crazy at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And on our Gatekeepers Alliance private chat, and I was like, what in the hell is going on? So I checked it, and it's just Purist is debating Theory. I'm like, what the fuck? So I tuned in for about 10. I had to work early in the morning, but I caught about 10 minutes of this. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hold on. We're going to talk about it live on the channel today. I keep saying tonight, you guys. Oh my God, it's the first time I've ever done an afternoon stream. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we have a guest to come help us break this down. We got OG Star Wars. What is up?
What's up and good? Well, it's still kind of morning here. Yeah, happy to be here. And this
Yes.
went down like I decided, okay, I can finally catch their last part of the review of the New Jedi Order novel that they're reviewing. And then all of a sudden, I see Theory's name in the chat, and he's like, I sent the link. Why don't you come on right now? And I'm like, dude, are you really wanting him to pause his show to cater your ass?
Yes. Yes. So that was that was like the behind the scenes stuff going on. And it was very, very, very interesting. So how did it? You've seen this already? You've seen the whole thing already, correct?
Yeah, live. I witnessed it all live.
Oh God,
I
yes.
was up
Okay.
till like 2 a.m. in the morning, my time, just like waiting out to see what happens and stuff. And yeah.
So yes, this was it's hard to, for those of you not subscribed, to go make sure you subscribe to Star Wars Marvel Purist. There's a link to his channel in the description of this video. Link to OG Star Wars as well. Be sure to subscribe to her. And a link to the video that we're going to cover is in there as well. It's kind of hard to find on the internet if you're not subscribed to Star Wars Marvel Purist. I believe that's the only way you can view this yourself in your own time, in your own viewing pleasure. So anyway, yep, and there that we have the man himself is in the chat. Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth plagiarism? Well, I think we're about to witness it. I think we're about to witness it live. And I'm excited to get it. This is just over 2 hours. Might have to split this into 2 separate streams. One this afternoon. I said this afternoon this time. One this afternoon and one tomorrow evening. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Have the notifications turned on so you don't miss when we go live for part 2 of this. And so let's anything Alora, anything you got? Like, what should we look forward to in the early portions of the stream?
Notice how he is very condescending to Purist.
Okay.
And then as we go along through this, even for part 2, you can see how he's starting to change his tone, basically, because he's being caught. And he's so fucking stupid that he doesn't realize that he's given into Purist's question and revealing exactly what Purist has revealed in the videos about him. So it's like basically confirmation here. So there's nuggets throughout the whole damn thing.
Yes, I guess he went simple theory.
And he's so fucking boring too. Like how he's talking, his face gives away his intention, or not his intent. His face is different than his intention. He's trying to say like, I'm with you, man. I want to be your friend, basically. But when you look at his face is the total opposite of what he's saying.
I got a good brain.
Might have some simple theory moments, is what you're saying.
Right.
Winner of the Simple Jack Award at the Shill Awards 2024. So we're about to witness it firsthand, I guess. So okay, about when does this get started in his video here pretty early?
Yeah, they'll come on, I believe.
Oh, so he has the DMs at the beginning here.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, that's
okay.
What it looks like.
Okay, let's just start from the beginning. All right, chat, here we go.
Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through victory, my chains are broken.
I am currently reading these books, by the way. I just finished the second one.
Well, I got an interview for talking to you.
I have guests on right now, but
Yo, Purist, I have. So this is in the middle of his stream.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, to finally catch up because I haven't had a chance to sit and listen to the whole conversation about this book. When I came in, I scrolled up and seen Theory's remarks to him, his comments, and he's like, basically, here's the link. Why don't you come right now? We'll talk in private. And I'm like, dude, why do you want him to end his show? For you.
Yeah, like okay, like I get it. You're Mr. Big Shot, but like
Right.
like bro, I'm ready to talk now. End your stream so we can talk. Like,
yeah.
How about no, you crazy Dutch bastard?
You make me happy.
If you want me to come on your stream sometime, you can like hit me up or whatever, or DM me. I haven't been asking. You've been asking. I haven't been asking. I asked one time when you guys were saying you would take dissenting opinions and whatnot. So that's when your chat, I think your mod had asked me to jump on your stream. I haven't been asking. I believe I got blocked.
Got the receipts and everything.
Yes, and so he's trying to say that Purist and everybody else has been going in and wanting to confront him, Theory, on his channel and stuff. It was only one time, and the only time that anybody has ever said, and I've said this too, for Theory to come on to our channels is to talk the New Jedi Order books. That's it. That's all. But he's making it sound like everybody wants to talk to him and confront him and all this bullshit. No, it's not it. You're not that special.
For some reason, my volume just muted for whatever reason. That was weird. Okay, I think we're good now.
When your chat, I think your mod had asked me to jump on your stream. I haven't been asking. I believe I got blocked as well. But if you want to hit me up, you can DM me on Twitter or whatever. We can set something up. But
Yeah,
right now I have guests on, so
like no one from the Gatekeepers Alliance has been asking at all. Like, just make a video or talk about it on the live stream and address anything we've said. Like, we're not here trying to grip for attention.
all right. If my DM's not open, then I'll DM you after the stream or something, and then you can hit me back on it or whatever. My DM should be open on Twitter. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Okay. Jumping forward. Here we are, Chad. Jumping forward, and here we are. So this lasts just over 2. What is this white strip on the bottom of the screen here?
I don't know. It says.
Oh, I'm logged into. Why am I logged into the Gatekeepers Alliance channel?
You're a manager.
Yeah, I know that. It just logged me into that for like randomly. That's weird. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, now we're back to mine.
Dude, my eyes.
Okay, so this is 2 hours later after those screenshots.
2 hours later. Yeah.
So made him wait. Made the big shot wait.
Yeah, that's how you do
talking
it.
about the boring Dark Tide Onslaught book.
I know.
Pretty
I was
cool.
watching.
Yeah, good. You
I
should
was
check
there
it
for
out,
like an hour.
man.
Do you not have dark mode on, dude? My eyes. Jesus.
What do you mean dark mode? I have dark mode on my setting. Maybe because you're on through a link.
Oh yeah. I guess.
So,
what's going on?
Not much, man.
Do you have a lot to
everything
say?
going for you?
It's going good. I see you have a lot.
How's the sound, Chad? I'm seeing some people say it's too low, and then some people are saying it's too loud. How's it for you, Alora? Is the volume good?
I can hear it. I know Purist said that the volume's kind of low on this.
Okay, I turned it. Yeah, when it switched, I think when it switched accounts, it like fucked with it. So I switched it back now. It sounded a little loud on my headphones, but I can just turn my headphones down. Everyone says it's fine. Okay, great. I'll leave it right there.
To say on Twitter and the videos, so I'm here. I thought I'd show it.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
Yeah, I have lots to say.
So meanwhile, during all of this, Dash, right? Mrs. Dash, or as I start calling him, Dash who?
Dash.
Like who is he? I don't even know who this guy is, and like everyone talks like we're supposed to. He's on Theory's stream, but I don't even know who he is. So I call him Dash Who from Whoville.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Who, Mrs. Who, whatever you guys want to say. So Dash Who is like constantly chatting throughout all of this, right? And super chatting shit as well, I believe. So I don't know. Should I have the? Does he have? Okay, he doesn't have the chat replay on. Okay, so I can't check that out because I know when I tuned in, I was in the chat, and yeah, Dash Who, exactly. See, nobody in the chat knows who he is.
They're liking it like who? They like that now.
Dash Who?
Yeah, Dash Who?
I want to see in the next what's the rule of 3 stream? I want to see hashtag Dash Who spammed in the chat of that next episode.
Okay, Dash Who, you guys are on a mission now.
Dash Who or Mrs. Dash, that's fine too. Dash was popular when he did start. Well, he's doing Star Wars now, and doesn't really seem to be too popular.
I mean, what do you
say? It.
Am I saying anything that's incorrect or what? What is it that you want me to say that you haven't already seen on Twitter?
Oh, I don't want you to say anything. I just want to know what you have to say.
Okay, starting off a little heated, I see.
Mm-hmm.
A little contentious.
He's heated too
Now that I'm
because because Purist didn't stop his show for him and didn't get sucked into behind the scenes. Like, let's talk behind the scenes, because I really truly think that he would have ganged up and he would have, put, Purist into a corner and stuff like that in private and stuff like that. And he doesn't want to be revealed. He doesn't want to be revealed for all the shit he's been doing either.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a smart move to make him wait and then invite him on.
All right.
Here.
I mean,
I want to
why
have
don't you
discussion
pay
with you.
respect to Star Wars and the EU? Like, you're a Star Wars channel.
Okay, so
You're
let's
busy
start with this.
You're
Let's
making
start with this.
videos. Okay,
So
well,
what's-
hold on. Let me finish.
No.
Let's
start with this. So what's your main issue that you have with me, that you're making, so many tweets and videos and all
Because
this
I think
and
you're
that?
a Disney fan and a Disney show. I don't think you really care much about the expanded universe. I know you've made a bunch of videos that you plagiarize the Wikipedia on and stuff. We've already proven that. But my whole thing.
Just like dropping
Well, he asked.
dropping the disses in there.
Yeah. Well, he asked. He wants to know, and I was like, right on, get him now. Let him answer. And what's so crazy is that Theory is like, "What's your problem? You say you post these tweets about me. What's your problem? Like, did you fucking read the tweets? Because they basically expose what the problem is in the tweets. Are you that?"
Mm-hmm. Laura, have you ever been in a stream with him, Theory?
No.
No? Okay. Just
I think he does not want to acknowledge. He knows who I am. I think he doesn't want to acknowledge me because I don't hold shit back. I'm very blunt. And I'm a woman.
I haven't noticed. I have not
I know,
noticed.
right?
In all the episodes, of all the times we stream together, I have not noticed that. All right. So I heard that the beginning, the first 30 minutes or so is pretty heated, and then it kind of gets a little more, kind of cools off a little bit.
Yeah.
Gets worse for Theory the longer it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said so. The one part I caught, we'll get to it a little later, but the one part I caught was very strange.
Thing is, you gave up. You say this part of the EU is boring.
I keep thinking that super chat from John down there is from mine, because John's usually in here. So I keep oh shit, I better get that. I'm like, oh, it's not mine. Thank you, John, for the $2 on Star Wars Marvel Purists stream.
Is that you're too busy, you can't read it, but you got time to cover Disney Star Wars all the time. You just can't make any time for George Lucas era Star Wars. That's kind of my problem, because I'm a big George Lucas fan, just like you claim to be, and I know you are of the movies. But my whole thing is, and I get this from everybody everywhere, it's, oh, this one EU book sucked, or this was whatever. But then people will let 5 Disney shows suck, right? But they'll still keep going back to Disney, giving them their money, watching their shit product. And my channel is all about promoting the expanded universe and real Star Wars. So that's my deal.
Nice. So you have a problem with me talking about anything other than what you want me to talk about? Kind of sounds like
no, it's not about what I want.
What's that?
See, when he tries to throw back on him, he describes what the problem is, and then so Theory's like, hey, well, you want me to talk what you want me to talk about, kind of deal. So he tries to twist that on him.
Mm-hmm. Because God forbid.
Yeah, instead of addressing the problem being addressed like that, it's being shared to him. This is the problem. Instead of addressing that, he twists the words on him.
Yeah. So what I'm getting, because most people would say, why does Theory give a shit? Why does Theory give a shit? It's
right.
I think I know I said this yesterday when we were talking. I think he wants everybody to like him. He wants the anti-Disney Star Wars people to like him. He wants the fence riders, people in the middle, to like him, and he wants the Disney shills. He wants the Disney lovers to like him as well, and he wants the people at Disney Lucasfilm who work there to like him again and start inviting him to things. That's my opinion. Now, obviously, everyone wants to be liked by everybody, but I think we accept that lots of people are gonna hate our guts. Lots of people want us in prison, and lots of people want our heads chopped off as well. If we do some deep dives in our comment sections and everything like that, and we accept that, we relish in that. But I don't know. It's just why cater to these people? And next week's episode of Star Triggered, we're gonna delve a little bit into that. like the Disney shill weirdos, and that are getting invited, that have formally been invited to Star Wars Celebration 2025, and it's going to be really interesting. Anyway,
your channel's Star Wars Theory, right? Just like you have Marvel Theory and I guess Movie Bros, the alt you came in on.
Yeah, well,
So
yeah,
you
because you
have
blocked me.
different channels that have to do. I didn't block you with anything, bro. I don't block anybody.
You did. I recorded it. I got it all. It's all
You
good.
didn't see me blocking anything because I don't block people. And one, I was on the middle of the stream.
I know how YouTube works.
Whatever.
Anyways,
You don't know
continue,
me at
please.
all. You don't know how I do anything. But my thing is,
no, I don't. I know how YouTube works, though.
you know how YouTube works? Well, I know how it works too. And when I'm in the middle of a stream with 3 other guests, I don't have time to block somebody in my chat. That's why I have mods.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, why does your Star Wars channel not really talk about Star Wars? Like you talk about Disney Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy, but you're not really talking about actual Star Wars, you know, unless it's got a grift to it, right? Like your last video, right? This breaking news of this 10 years ago Underworld story. That's a story that you commented on when you shouted out HoloNet 5 years ago. But now you're acting like it's a brand new breaking story, even though what's the new breaking news on it?
It is a new breaking story because
50? Like, what's the difference? It doesn't really.
so do you want to comment on the blocking?
Yeah, so with that blocking, because again, I was there watching the shit go down, and no matter what mod blocks someone or put someone in timeout, because you could put them in timeout, it's not necessarily blocking.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, and so I did not see any notice, because even mods will see notices of, you know, who got timed out or blocked, and I did not see none of that in the chat at all. And
yes, because you can see, yeah, as mods you can see what everybody does. Yes,
exactly. And I think what Purist should have done here, and I was like, I want to be a moderator in here so bad, but I don't want him. I just didn't want to pop in, you know, and stuff like that, because then that Theory could use like, oh, bring in your reinforcements, kind of, you know. But I would have said, share with me your receipts. Let's put them on screen so I could see which mod blocked you or put you in timeout. So I would have called him on that. But that's just me. And of course, Theory or Purist is tired here. You know, he's just already did 4 hours with the guys talking about a novel and stuff like that. So, you know, of course.
you got, you guys in the chat who watch me, right? You guys know that I'm like bushed after 2 hours. Like 2 hours,
Yeah.
like I'm ready. Every stream I fuck up my outro because my caffeine's worn off and everything, and it's just like screw it and like that. So I don't know how, God, like going 4 hours and then Star Wars Theory knocking on the door wanting to come in. I don't know if I'd have been up for it. I mean, I might have just been like gone and drank a gallon of coffee or something to get going, but like, yeah, I don't know if I'd have been able to handle it as well as he did.
Yeah, exactly. Because he was tired, you could tell.
24-hour Purist. Well, there you go. 24-hour stream, 24-hour Purist stream coming soon. Good Lord.
Like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I can maybe give you 2 hours.
Yeah.
Real quick. Double AA. Yaz in the chat. Yes, we are here on the afternoon.
Yes.
And it finally happened. The Purist versus the Theory.
Mm-hmm.
And Saint CP for $10. Thank you, Saint CP. Star Wars Theory seems to be very inconsistent with his reactions towards Disney Star Wars, like praising Ahsoka and Dave Filoni, fake cowboy, but bashing the Acolyte and Outlaws. Well, he flip-flops as well. He turned on Ahsoka at the end. Mm-hmm. He was for it, and then he didn't like the last 2 episodes and then says it was bad. He liked The Last Jedi, then he said it was bad. I think they get into that in this little bit. And then he liked The Rise of Skywalker, then he said it was bad. I don't know about Kenobi. The Acolyte.
They get into BD Kenobi scripts too.
Oh, do they? Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, I want to be on there so bad.
I heard somebody say like he was defending Reva, like the character of Reva, like, or the concept for Reva or something.
He was defending it in the fact that she wasn't as deep involved in BD script versus how she was basically the antagonist or the main character in Kenobi after BD was fired or whatever. I don't know.
He said Ahsoka is the best Disney Star Wars production. I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't agree with that. Like, I dislike all of Disney Star Wars pretty much equally, but like, it's not the best of Disney Star Wars. I think he just likes the characters. He just likes Filoni more than he likes Kennedy and the others.
Yep.
Anyway. And then Darth Angel, member on the live channel for 5 months. Theory knew he's screwed. He just won't man up and admit it. Well, we'll see. We will see, man.
Really matter. It's something that was already talked about.
Listen, Justin, if you want to have a discussion, it's going to be one-on-one. So I want it to be civil, and that's why I wanted to have it off air.
Well, it is one-on-one.
Different on air
right now. How is it not one-on-one?
Because you keep talking over me. So you ask a question, I try to answer, and then you just keep going. So if you want me to answer something, ask your question, and I'll answer it.
I just asked you
and
the
then go on to
question.
the
I'm
next.
waiting for your answer.
Yeah. So
Right.
Rick McCollum had an interview with the indie podcast.
So does he have this music playing in the background the
Yeah,
whole
he
time?
forgot to turn it off. Yeah, she forgot to turn it
Okay. I was like, what is this music going? Is this is the entire stream?
almost, I think, you know. so-
Okay. I was like, really picked up there for a second.
you're like, what? There's drama music in the background.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm like, well, like what is like da da da? He wanted it to be like we needed like Duel of Fates playing for this epic showdown.
Rick McCollum had an interview with the indie podcast or whatever the name was, and that was the new bit of news. So I
But
wanted
that's-
to
you're-
discuss that and cover it. So what's the issue?
Well, for one, your title is like a straight lie. It's like first time ever in 10 years this show news comes out or something.
It
But
is
it's not
the first
new.
time that Rick McCollum has talked about it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, pause here real quick.
Okay.
So, this is not the first time Rick McCollum has spoken about Underworld. You can research articles that are dated back in 2012, even prior to that, on him talking about how Underworld was halted at 2010 because of production and the cost of how George Lucas
Yes.
said
That's
the cost of
the
it wasn't relevant.
people in the chat who don't know, that's the George Lucas Star Wars series, live action series he was working on before he sold it.
Yeah. So the idea came out and was announced at Star Wars Celebration 2005. And then by 2010, George is like, nope, this is too much to produce. It's too much money for the type of show that I want to do. And basically halted it there.
Mm-hmm.
And Rick McCollum basically did talk about it after that, even back in 2012. So this is not the first time he's ever talked about it. This idiot doesn't do his homework.
So we got Melissa Lord in the chat, our Disney Plus pirate. Glad you could make it.
No, that's not true. This
It
was
is.
all brought up when the Underworld thing leaked in the first place.
Yeah, but the things he had to say about it in that interview were the first time that people have actually heard about it.
I know, but the
including me.
title's misleading, dude. The
So,
title's totally...
so okay, so let's we'll go
that's
back
all
and
I
forth.
was saying.
Do
and
you
I
want
brought up
me?
other information?
Yeah. Do you want me to
Yeah.
send you an email each time I want to make a title and thumbnail and check
No,
the thing and see if it's
what
okay?
I want you to do is not.
Is that what
have
you
a-
want?
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Sarcastic fucking attitude because I'm not Levi. Okay, I know you may think that you're entitled to talk to people a certain way because you have X amount of subscribers, but you're always condescending.
See,
like,
man,
same
this is
old
the thing
fucking
with you
attitude.
and people like
This is
you
what you
is
had when
that
I
you're
was in your
so
chat room.
obsessed
Rod wanted me
with
on.
views, and you
I'm not
think that
obsessed with views, that's
subscribers.
you, buddy.
Well, it's all you
I don't
talk
give a
about.
fuck
All
about
you talk about is subscribers.
So Theory is like, you talk over me and I'm trying to answer the question. And look at him. He doesn't let Justin finish what he's saying, you know, and stuff like that. He's a condescending asshole. Anyways, go on.
Yeah. I know Star Wars Marvel Pure. He's not obsessed with views and he's not obsessed with subscribers.
Right.
Yeah.
Subscribers. All you talk about is how I have views and how
I
I'm
don't
this
talk
person.
about subscribers.
You don't know anything
I talk
about me.
the expanded
You know
universe.
absolutely
You don't know
nothing
anything
about me.
You obviously
All you
don't.
do
You're
is talk
already
about me in
listening.
tweets. You lie about me in videos.
I don't lie.
And there's
going
gonna
to
be consequences to that. So if you
Oh, there's going to be consequences.
Yeah, that's where I caught it. So this is where I caught. There's going to be consequences, and I was like, oh, so legal actions. I posted that, and I don't know if Justin or anybody caught that. my background, like at one point I used to be a background investigator and investigating people on their character and stuff, and I have to sit down and listen to them talk about what they have done, their criminal activity, all of this. And so I had to sit down and be like a moderator, even with another investigator, to make sure that, you know, everything at little point was caught, so that we don't miss anything. So I'm sitting here being that in the chat, and I'm like, oh shit. So he basically said legal actions without saying legal actions.
I'm just going to say this too. You guys in the chat know, like, I rip on a lot of Disney shows, right? A lot of them get like angry. I've never had one of them go to this level with me. That's the Disney shows I'm talking about. So you know, I don't. Yeah, it really seems to bother him.
Yeah.
If you want to have a civil discussion here, we can do that. But if you want to just talk over me, then that's not going to go anywhere, pal. And we can take it to the next level. So if you want to have actual discussion and get somewhere, then we can do that.
Don't talk over me while I talk over you. That's what's going on.
You can see.
Okay, so this is just 7 minutes, chat. This is 7 minutes.
If you want.
Not plagiarize the Wikipedia on like multiple Star Wars videos and pretend like you didn't. I'm letting you answer. I don't want to interrupt.
Pause.
That's nice of you. How did I plagiarize Wikipedia?
You literally read paragraph by paragraph on several of your videos, and I zoomed in on them and showed them as your video was playing.
Yep. And that's called plagiarism. You didn't cite your source or anything. You didn't give any credit. Cite the source?
Yeah, cite a source, yeah.
You mean cite the source from the book?
Review a book or something
that
like
the information came from?
Quote unquote or whatever, yeah. Yeah.
No. See, this is exactly why I wanted to have a private conversation with you, because I knew how someone like you would be in a live stream. But you were too soft to actually join the link that I sent, and you wanted to do it live, so now you can make clips. And
now, okay, I heard about this. I heard about too soft to talk privately. I think it's more of a, I think it's more ballsy, in my opinion, to talk publicly than to talk privately. That's just me personally. I don't know, chat. What do you think, chat? Yes. This was when we were talking yesterday. He mentioned this.
With you because I knew how someone like you would be in a live stream, but you were too soft.
Was that?
He said, "I know how someone like you would be."
What do you mean, you people?
You people, someone like you. That's a classic like shill word. Someone like you people, you know, and all that.
You know, as a white presenting person, you know.
Actually join the link that I sent, and you wanted to do it live, so now you can make clips and make views off of it.
I'm soft because you want to talk to me fucking in private, and I want to talk to you about it in fucking public because
so you can get views. Exactly. So I know exactly how it works.
Like I'm oh, look at this fanboy in public, but then you want to
like yeah. By the way, go by speaking of views, make sure you guys go head over and give the video a like, check out the video on your own time and everything. Give it those precious views that are oh so important. He said Melvin was talking with him and he wanted to have a chat with the three of them. Interesting.
To come on my stream and tell me to pause my stream while I have 3 fucking guests on and I'm soft?
No, I sent you a link and I waited.
A link and interrupted the stream and act like, hey, I sent you the leak, buddy. Hey, I know you've been wanting.
Right, which is exactly what you've been doing to me for the last many months by coming in my streams with you and your friends and literally telling me to join your live stream or to bring you on my stream. So what is it? It's okay for thee, but not for me. What is this?
How is it?
This is the acolyte attitude.
No, acolyte. Yeah, that's the only Disney Star Wars show.
What is that? What is that even?
I know. What is the fucking acolyte attitude? What is
like fans of the acolyte attitude? I don't know what he means by that.
Yeah, it's like that's what I was thinking. I was like, when I first heard that, I was like, acolyte attitude. What are you saying here? What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
And is this trying to be a hit towards Justin because, you know, acolyte, everybody hates it or whatever? I don't know. And he's acting like chills. I don't know.
Yeah. Saint CP for another $10. Citing sources are common. Grizzy, you do this when you do this to trash the shills, and now being called out on that theory wants to shrivel and keep quiet. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. I cite it through clips and everything, yeah. It says everything, yeah. Rules for thee, not for me, what he just said. Thank you, Saint CP.
You don't like.
If you ever watched my videos, you would know.
You loved it. You were excited about Boba Fett. It's green. The lightsaber's green.
Yeah, Luke's lightsaber's green. Very excited for it.
I mean, you were really excited about it, dude. You cried on that one. You cried on fucking Kenobi. Kenobi, you think sucked, but you.
Damn, I didn't know he went at him this hard. I was like,
yeah,
I wasn't really prepared. I wasn't prepared for. I caught it late. I caught the later part when it cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, because he basically gave it all to him here, and he started mellowing out a lot because there's nothing else to reveal, and then he's trying to switch it and be friends. Wants to hold Justin's hand, like, let's be friends. Why can't we be friends? Kind of deal. So yeah.
Wanted Stuart Beatty, but you gave it like a 9.7. You love Boba Fett. You've liked just about everything. You deleted your TLJ videos.
I didn't delete any TLJ. The only video I took off was the episode 9 review.
No, your live review of TLJ when you said you'd go back and watch the flashback scenes because you loved them so much, you got rid of that.
I go back and where's this? What video is this?
What is going on, everyone? It is 4:30 in the morning, and I just got out of the theater about a few hours ago.
Is this? Did you add Purist? Did you add this, Purist?
Yeah, he added this. This is evidence because there you go.
Okay.
What video is this? He's denying this video.
Okay, all right. That was like that was a little. I'm gonna turn it down just a bit because that was a little loud. All right. Okay. So this is a post. Okay, nice. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. All right.
Because he brings receipts.
Let's go. Let's start from the beginning. Like, what video is this? Okay.
The only video I took off was the episode 9 review.
No, your live review of TLJ when you said you'd go back and watch the flashback scenes because you loved them so much, you got rid of that.
I go back and where's this? What video is this?
What is going on, everyone? It is 4:30 in the morning, and I just got out of the theater about a few hours ago now, and I've been writing and thinking and just kind of sitting here contemplating everything that I just saw in The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi is a great film. The Last Jedi, great film. That said, I did enjoy the film. As he held his green Return of the Jedi lightsaber and was about to slash down at Ben to murder him in his sleep. I really enjoyed that flashback. I would see the film twice just for those 2 flashbacks alone.
I don't remember ever
you're out of
saying I want to go back.
The Last Jedi.
He doesn't remember the video. He doesn't remember saying he wanted it. He would go back to watch. Like he's like totally like, I don't remember this shit, but just listen to what he has to say soon. Got him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Pierce, you gotta put that in like a short or something.
Yes, you do. I agree.
I can imagine Theory's gonna see that, be like,
Wait, what?
The movie you hate, except for the fact that you didn't used to hate it.
Right. So is your whole narrative trying to
It's not a narrative.
portray...
It's like we actually have your voice and your video like on the audio describing how much you like The Last Jedi.
Like, it's okay. It's okay to say, hey, look, I used to like Disney Star Wars, and now I've seen the light, and it sucks. Yeah, I was an idiot back then. Whatever. It's fine, right? Like, I'll say I was an idiot because I gave Disney Star Wars a chance after The Force Awakens and Rogue One. The Last Jedi was where I said I'm done, right? There's people probably people in the chat who said fuck this in 2012 when Disney bought it, right? I wish I was one of those people. There's people who I know have turned on it since like Ahsoka, probably since The Acolyte. And like, that's fine. You can just say, yeah, I was a fucking idiot. I was wrong. I've seen the light now, but like to go back and say like, oh no, I never like, I hate The Last Jedi and everything, like just say like, yeah, okay, I used to like it. I fucked up. Yeah. But of course he liked Skeleton Crew as well.
Yeah. So just wait to hear what he has to say.
Okay.
Change your mind.
Yeah, I did change my mind. Absolutely.
Okay, so they just say you changed your mind about it, but you.
I mean, I've said that many times, but you like to just keep going on the same.
Trilogy
Alright.
hater like myself.
Literally talking to you is like impossible. You just talk over everybody.
You're fucking talking over him. So basically, he has amnesia. He doesn't remember liking The Last Jedi and making the video and wanting to go back to watch, those Luke scenes time and time again. Like he said, he doesn't remember that shit. He has amnesia because now he doesn't like it. So see how he's straw manning this and changing the narrative on it because he was caught.
Mm-hmm.
He could have said, "Oh yeah, since then I realized that they, did damage to these characters. I was stupid, just like you said. I was dumb, blah 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 blah, kind of deal." But no.
Well, I mean, I was in the middle of asking it, and then you were like trying to change the fucking answers around. So I'm trying to get a straight answer out of you.
No, I'm not changing anything around, man.
So, I mean, do you want me to stop making videos that are exposing you for not really knowing the EU, but yet making lore videos on it? Do you want me to stop making videos about you plagiarizing the Wikipedia and pretending?
What does he want?
Right.
Like what's Theory want? Like what's Theory want to get out of this conversation?
You know what? From the bottom of this, I think that he is getting the heat from being exposed, and he wants to silence Justin. That's all. And he's trying to make it sound like Justin's just doing this because he hates him or whatever. No, it's just the integrity of being a large channel and saying that your mission is to protect Lucas's legacy, yet you're doing all this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So Theory doesn't like this heat, and it's coming from a very small channel, quote unquote small channel. And so he thinks, I can probably squish them so they'll stop talking. I can intimidate them so they can stop talking. That's how I see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he wants to be friends, aka about keep your friends close and your enemies closer type deal.
Like you actually did the research on.
No, you are one of many over 9 years of people that have come and go that have tried to.
What's up, Odie? Yeah, that's the thing about doing these trying this in the afternoon. Might do more of these afternoon, maybe once in a while on this channel. To get the fans of the EU in the chat, being that I usually go live on nighttime Eastern in the American time. So good shit.
Or make up shit about me. It's nothing new. I'm not here to.
Actually, I prove stuff. I end up actually using receipts, right? We use actual footage of your own words.
Yeah, cool. That's great. So you can paint me however you like, but at the end of the day, I'm showing up and I'm here on your channel. When I wanted to do a private little chat with you, but you want to make views out of it, and that's fine. I understand.
I don't want to make views out of it.
I do.
Notice there was like 20-something people.
Yeah.
He later says, "I'm not in it for the vis." So okay, so all right, another flip flop. All right.
Yeah, he flip flops towards the end a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, he flip flops on just about every Disney Star Wars.
Well, he flips off here. You hear him flip flopping here too. So yeah.
Watching earlier, okay.
Right, but now you're gonna clip this and you're gonna lie. We know how.
I mean,
it works.
I would have really clipped it if you didn't even show up on stream. So I mean, I guess it's probably better that you did show up.
Yes, exactly. So my point of being here is because you've been tweeting me nonstop and you've been making videos and this and that. So I'm showing up. Clearly, you have a lot to say. So I want to talk to you. I'm not here to fight with you. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here for any other reason other than to just chat with you. And we have one mutual friend, which is Melvin. That's it.
Yeah, Melvin used to tweet about you.
I teased the hell out of Melvin in our private chat. I was like, Melvin, you're his bestie.
we need like Melvin Theory memes.
Just for the hell of it.
Just like best friend memes, just the two of them.
Melvin probably would love that. He doesn't give a shit.
One mutual friend, which is Melvin. That's it.
Yeah, Melvin used to tweet about you too, and you'd rip him when you.
Oh yeah, years ago, and we had our issues, and then we fortified and came together. Where do you think that banner of his came from?
What do you mean, what banner? So what are you taking credit for Melvin's channel now? His banner for his channel?
I gifted him that banner.
Okay.
I consider him a friend. So anyways, I'm saying we have a mutual friend. And that is the only reason that I'm here, is that if he sees you as a friend, then I want to talk to you.
Okay.
Because I think that we're both fighting for the exact same thing. However, you have it in your head that because I am now, and this is what happens, is when you're
both fighting for the same thing. Like, at times, it feels that way. Like, it does feel that way at Purist. Just the two of us.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that.
I could just
you and I. You need to do a little small clip of that, like they're running together and then they're all hugging.
Melvin Theory broke back Matt. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no! Poor
Oh
Melvin.
my
Like, fuck this shit.
Oh god, this is the end of the GKA. Anyway,
You know, and honestly, I think, and you will get to why I think this, but I think that this was also another way from maybe Ripperverse end to trying to like start breaking up our group. So you'll find out why I came to this conclusion soon. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Fuck. Oh, come
You're
back.
a small channel. Everyone's fighting for you. And then when you become big, you turn into this corporate entity that people like you that just pop in out of nowhere start to look at and say, well, this guy's in it for the money.
Okay, I remember now. So he was talking about like we're fighting. He says that like him and us are fighting the same fight. Like clearly we're not. Skeleton Crew proved that. You know, yeah, we were with the Acolyte. We were with Star Wars Outlaws. We were with the cancellation campaign and everything. Like, yeah, we found ourselves all. But the thing about, you know, when you ride the fence, you know, you join, you know, you try to play both sides.
Yeah, play both ends.
And then like with Skeleton Crew, a kid show that literally nobody watched, you joined all these people that you were against. You joined Disney for that. And we're of the mindset, like we reject all of it. He clearly does not. We want it to fail. He clearly does not. So at times it seems that way, like we're fighting the same fight. You know, when there's an Acolyte level show that's out, yeah, it seems like we're fighting the same fight. We do have some common ground, but you know, we're not at the end of the day fighting the same fight.
That's
and
what
I was guilty. Sorry, I was guilty of like falling for that a little bit as well, because I never really paid him of much mind. A little bit during Ahsoka, I clowned Theory a little bit during Ahsoka. So he said, what was the line he said? He said, oh yes, the line he said during Ahsoka was like, there's Disney Star Wars and then there's Dave Filoni Star Wars, and they're two completely separate things. And I was like, absolutely the fuck not. So yeah, and then after that, it seems like, oh, he's seen the light now. Acolyte, Outlaws, and everything. And then here we go, little kid show. And you guys remember, I did that compilation. He says the same exact thing that, you know, Alex and Molly Damon and all these other Disney shows were saying about.
Yeah, and I've been one of the few that has been seeing this happening with everybody, like these fence riders, for a very long time. And so I was calling this out too, because I was like, no, I'm like in the chat, like just going head on, like just, I guess you could say balls to the walls on this guy. And I was like, we're not on the same side. You want Star Wars to be good under Disney. We don't want Star Wars under Disney. That's the difference.
He's just doing it for this, that, and the other thing. And you're not, all of a sudden, you're not a person. You're not allowed to have opinions that change. You're not allowed to like things. And I'm here to say that that's bullshit. So I want to show up man to man and tell you that is bullshit.
I find that a lot of your tactics seem to be very dishonest and disingenuous.
And that's fine. And that's and it's unfortunate that I've come across that way.
1 to 2 lore videos every day. Right? And again, you bring up channel size and all that, but just talk to me man to man. We don't need to bring up who has what subs and all that. You keep claiming I'm about subs and clicks, but you keep bringing up size.
Well, that's all you talk about, man. You're always talking about.
What are you talking about? Go look at you obviously haven't looked at my channel. This is episode 10 of a Star Wars book deep dive. I've got
I have looked at your
3
channel.
episodes on the Marvel side.
I have looked. Dude, I've looked at your
Bible of the fucking
Justin,
Gong.
Justin, I've looked at your channel. I know about your channel. I know
80-something% of my channel's lore, and then the rest of it's exposing fucking shit that I don't find fucking correct with people talking about Star Wars lore.
Yeah, look, you're doing the same thing that Melvin used to do to me back in like 2017, 2018, except he did it Like,
No, Melvin
probably
was exposing
10
you on the
times
sequel
harder.
trilogy. I'm now exposing you on like.
Go back, go back and watch those. I think he still has that playlist up.
Yeah.
I came across one just like randomly one of his videos on Theory, just randomly. It was like a really short one. I forget what it was called, but it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Those
Look
were
at
really
Terry's
funny.
face right here. He's so fucking frustrated. 'cause
I
he
thought
can't-
that he was gonna say that Melvin did it 10 times better than you, but I guess he didn't say that. That's what I thought.
No,
he was about to
I
say.
thought he was leading that to that too, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to reach that conclusion, and he didn't do. So, yeah.
All the Disney Plus shows that you liked, and the games, and the fucking fact that you got blown all over the place as a Disney shill. Now, apparently, you admitted that to Jeremy and all that, like however many years back, which is fine.
Yeah, I've even talked to Jeremy about you too.
There's things about Disney and Star Wars you're not allowed to talk to because of NDAs and stuff because your previous relationship with them, and we all know that. But one of my main concerns is like
I did post a screenshot of myself having a phone call.
Now this I remember this clip.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go. Let's. I missed that text completely. Why is he talking to Jeremy about me? Okay, so then he says
pause here real quick. So this
Okay.
is where I get to the conclusion of like I think this has to do something like maybe with Ripperverse or those group of people, and wanting to stop Gatekeepers Alliance's formation and how we're getting speed and all this other stuff on what we're exposing and stuff like that. Because Jeremy, of course, supports Ripperverse, and then he also said he talked to someone else. I forgot who it was now. Sorry, if you could say it in the chat. So I really think that this has to do something with that group. Oh, he talked to Ryan Kennel. So yeah. But anyways, I really think he reached out because they're all together in a group. They had that panel together and stuff like that. And I think that we are being watched. And so this is a way for maybe, starting to split our group. That's how I see this.
Interesting.
But am I giving him too much credit? Maybe. I don't know. Or them. I don't know. So
I
that's
guess,
how I see it.
I guess time will tell. We'll see how that works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so here I want to hear this. Okay, so the full context of that when he goes to the cutaway about. So this is about him like saying that he had signed NDAs with Disney, Lucasfilm.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
here we go.
to because of NDAs and stuff because your previous relationship with them, and we all know that. But one of my main concerns is like
I did post a screenshot of myself having a phone call, an incoming call from Lucasfilm themselves about 3 weeks ago or so. Now, while I can't talk about a lot of the things that went on in that call for obvious reasons, thanks to those big companies that support me and like what I'm doing.
The Battlefront 2 when EA sent us out to Sweden.
Dash who?
Yeah, Dash who?
Dasher, who is this guy? I don't know who this is. Why is he there? Why is he there? I don't know who this is.
Who?
Hashtag Dash who of Whoville.
Sweden a bunch of times. You guys went to that, right?
Sweden?
No, where DICE Studios are.
No, I went to Germany. I went to Gamescom. Like they sent me to
Gamescom. I saw
Gamescom.
you there. Yeah. So
Oh
they
yeah,
had,
Yeah, you see, even Theory saw him. Theory saw him. Was like, oh, I met you, Dash who? I met you before. I didn't know who you were. I didn't recognize you from the previous time that I saw you. Dash who? I'm telling you guys.
Yeah.
I teased the nickname to everyone yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna reveal the nickname soon on Dash, and I'm like, I think you guys are gonna like it. Dash fucking who? Even Theory didn't know who he was.
Look at Theory's face too. He's like, did I even meet you? No.
Did I met you in the past? Dash who? Mr. Who? Oh God. Saint CP funding the stream tonight. Thank you for the $20 super chat.
Wait, what? Oh, no. We are not shilling for Disney.
To be honest, I used to like Disney Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and The Last Jedi. Got some balls coming in here and say that. But when it came to The Rise of Skywalker, that was the turning point where I realized Disney can't make good Star Wars films and have been absolutely critical of them now. We all reach at different points. I know people who've turned on it since, Ahsoka, Kenobi, and The Acolyte even.
Mm-hmm.
Just say, okay, I'm done with it there. But yeah, it's good that you've seen the light. Good that you found the Gatekeepers Alliance. Good that you're a part of the mission. The door's always open. I know there's
Right.
people who still haven't turned on Disney Star Wars who are open to it. And that's who we're deep down trying to reach at the end of the day. Doors always open. But, you know, the job, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to do here is like show you like how dumb the people who support Disney Star Wars are. Anyway. Saint CP, thank you for the $20 super chat.
We're back, baby.
Oh,
We're back.
I'm like kind of, I'm just waiting for the, when's the Grogu doll going to appear behind Theory in the streams?
Well, he did go to Galaxy's Edge. You never know.
Yeah, true that. So Simple Theory and Dash Who. All right, Wave. Stupendous Way. All right, we're gonna have to complete the rule of three. The rule of three, Mr. Grizzy nicknames.
I think they sent me out to two or no, it was three. It was three different like Battlefront things. One of them, which I like signed a contract to like never speak of. Were you sitting next to me?
Ooh,
I could have been.
I remember it was
We talked
Alex.
a lot.
He doesn't. Nobody remembers Dash. Nobody remembers this guy. Nobody, even his own co-host. Nobody. I did not chat. I did not watch this. I did not watch. I am 95% of this. I'm going in blind. Dash Who? Amnesia Theory. No,
Right,
I don't
he
think
does
it's
have
amnesia.
amnesia.
I don't think it's amnesia. I think it's just Dash Who. Nobody remembers this guy. This guy is so irrelevant and unmemorable. It's Dash Who.
That sat next to me, and his wife, and then on the left, I think it was you. I don't know.
He remembers
A lot of times
he
when
remembers everybody else.
But him, Dash Who.
Remember
Dash Who.
Stupendous.
do is you make all this big ruckus with your fan base and all this, like, hey, I'm gonna poll my audience. Hey, you want more lore videos? And then you promise you're gonna do 1 or 2 lore videos a day. How many lore videos do you think you've done since you originally announced you're gonna do 1 or 2 lore videos? Because you
No, not
found
many.
out clicks weren't there for you, so you like let all your audience, kept them all hanging, even though 81% of the ones polled wanted to see lore videos.
Yeah, I haven't done many lore videos at all, actually.
But why not? I thought you're Star Wars Theory, Star Wars channel.
Well, I've done like 4,000 videos, man. It gets to a point where,
But
you
then
know,
why
how
would
many
you
more
poll your audience and ask if they want lore videos if you know you're not going to give them to them anyways? What's the point?
No, it's not that I wasn't going to give them to him anyway. You see, you're coming from this point of view that I'm here to stick it to the audience. I'm here to lie to people, and I'm trying to understand where that comes from. I don't get it.
The fact that you said I'm going to provide 1 to 2 lore videos and then you never did it.
As for lore content, found a couple writers. So you guys are getting lore content. Found really, really good, passionate Star Wars lore freaking masters, essentially. Been kind of screening them all week and making sure that they are exactly what I want on the channel. Their scripts have been pretty much more or less how I would write.
Who needs Star Wars lore from a Star Wars channel when you can get Disney Star Wars interview instead? Stuart Beatty script leaked. Oh, okay, that's the one interview we did. Yeah, I can't wait till he gets to that. The Kenobi thing. Yeah.
While I record stuff, I like switch it up here and there, but this allows me to get back to the content that I was doing, that there's like over 3,000 videos of on the channel. You guys will be getting a lot of like the reaction stuff that I've been doing lately and like commentary, plus 1 to 2.
Theory, please do reaction videos. Please do. He does the watch alongs, but like I've seen during Darth Melvin's anti-watch party, he kind of just sits there like.
Oh yeah, I've seen a couple of them. He's so boring.
He doesn't do the shill reactions.
Like his face now is basically similar to the face he does.
Yeah.
Even if he likes the scene and stuff.
We'll see though. Maybe if Luke Skywalker comes out with his green lightsaber,
then
maybe he'll tear up again.
Yeah.
Lore videos every single day.
And the fact that later on, when you said when your lore videos were not as successful as your other videos, which is why you dropped them, You explained how small channels like myself, right? We'll bring up channel size again. You explained how they shouldn't hate on you and stupid ass Wave or Mrs. Dash, right? We should
or Mrs. Dash.
Doesn't even does he defend? Let's see if he defends them. I know what he's thinking right now. Like Dash who? Mrs. who?
Yeah, Mrs. Dash.
Mrs. who?
Be happy when you guys make videos because you feed the algorithm. Because you're the big channels, right?
I know. Dash was watching this, wasn't he? He was watching this. I wonder how he felt.
Yeah, he's been watching and commenting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wonder how he felt with Theory not defending him here. Maybe he's on his way out the door.
Maybe.
Right. So that was a.
Isn't that what you said in your video? So using that logic,
I'm literally trying to answer your question.
He doesn't defend him.
Go for it. I'll let you answer.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. So that's usually how conversation works. So that I know you think.
I'm sorry, that made me laugh. That was pretty funny.
That's sorry. Okay, because I'm getting your first reactions here, so it's like.
Yes, I'm doing. Yes, this is the closest to. I picked up a lot, chat. I picked up a lot from the Disney show fake reactors, and you're getting. Yeah, I know how to do that. I honestly thought that was funny though. Like, oh, that's how a conversation works. Just got to sneak that in there, right?
So using that logic.
I'm literally trying to answer your question, but you just keep.
Go for it. I'll let you answer.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so that's usually how conversation works. So that I know you think that everything revolves around you, but before you showed up, see, there was this guy called Star Wars Explained, and he would get.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Black Metal Nazgul, what's up, dude? Glad you could make it. Yeah, I will not be giving you a shill face. Sorry. Maybe if like Purist just has the mic drop moments of mic drop moments.
Yeah.
My jaw will drop to the floor, but we'll see.
Whenever I would make videos about Darth Vader or Explained, and he would get very, very angry whenever I would make videos about Darth Vader or anybody else. And the reason for this was because it would take away from his views as he thought. However, what it does is completely the opposite, which you know since you watched the video and every other video that I've done, is that it actually boosts the algorithm. It helps. So that had nothing to do with you. I don't think about you when I talk. I don't have anything to do with you. You're not even on my mind. But I've been seeing your tweets pop up.
I mean, obviously.
The music playing in the background is perfect, by the way.
I know.
I don't know. What theme is that? I can't make it out, but the music chat playing in the background with him, it's kind of like a sad. Oh, it's Bastil. Oh, it is I knew it is Bastila Shan. Bastila Theory. That music playing in the background is fucking hilarious with like the conversation.
But it's nuts here. Pause it.
I don't think about
it's nuts here that he thinks that he is the only sole provider of the algorithm. Like if he brings out a video pertaining to a lore or Darth Vader, then it's going to boost other channels who want to talk about Vader or the lore and stuff. So he's thinking that he's the sole booster and algorithm, component to YouTube. That's what he's saying here. Because he's got like 3 million people subscribed.
All right, Bastila Kotor, Bounty Hunter, Valkorian, one of my favorite characters. I love that character. Deception, Sith Warrior, etc. Okay, so lots of SWOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, Knights of the I played Knights of the Old Republic probably 25 times in my life. Not recently though. I might have to give it one more playthrough.
Yeah, I bet you if you asked Theory to name the song, he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know.
I bet I've played that more than he has.
The algorithm helps. So that had nothing to do with you. I don't think about you when I talk. I don't have anything to do with you.
It's so
not
good.
Even on my mind. But I've been seeing your tweets pop up.
like the female vocals, like the in the background is so fucking funny to me. But Grizzy, the acolyte bad guy, was the greatest Sith character according to some. Yeah. Chimere.
Okay.
God, who said that? Somebody.
Oh, I see that.
Yes. Okay. Yes, it was. it was fake Padme's husband who said that, like, yeah, he's one of the greatest characters in that Chimera was one of the greatest characters in all of Star Wars.
I mean, obviously, my tweets.
That's why the show got canceled.
Yeah.
A month after it ended because he was so great.
Just imagine if that was that. Sorry, not trying to go off topic, but just imagine if that happened with Vader or whatever, because Vader's the all-time movie villain, in movie industry and stuff like that. So them thinking that this guy Chimera or whatever is above Vader, but then this show got canceled. That really shows how bad it was.
Right. And yes, Darth Angel, a guy who loves fake Star Wars, did say that as well. I do remember that. Yeah, that's the guy who's had that's the guy who had a meltdown like a month ago about the Acolyte being canceled. That guy just can't let it go.
Obviously.
I don't. If anyone's dreaming about anybody, I mean, look at how many tweets of you I make, which is 0. Except for that one time I tried to give you advice when you called me out.
Well, that's because
I was being a nice guy.
Kathleen Kennedy, and you can't get clicked.
I know you're angry at how hard YouTube can be, and you're taking it out on me in some way. The passion of Star Wars. Detach yourself from the money. It's kind of being condescending, not really. I wouldn't call that being nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yes, condescending, passive aggressive. Yes, condescending, absolutely.
So obviously,
look.
Here's my thing. If we're using your logic,
you can say that. You can say this right after I say this. So, I want to have a very civil discussion with you here. I don't want to go back and forth like over each other. So, if I'm talking, just give me the respect that I'm going to give you.
If Purist shows up on Rule of 3, that's going to be must-see television. I got to say. I really do got to say. The just spoiler warning, chat. The invitation was extended.
Yeah.
And you talk.
I'll be there in the chat.
So and then we'll hopefully get somewhere. And if we don't, then we'll part ways and we go back to whatever.
That's perfectly fine. I'm high energy, man, and I've been streaming for 4.5 hours. So go for it.
Well, no, I finished what I said about Star Wars Explained. So now you were going to say.
So I'm using your own logic on that, right? We're using your logic. So Sexplained was whining like a bitch. I fucking don't like Star Wars Sexplained. So if you think that I do, let's get that straight.
No, I don't think you do.
But now he was whining like a bitch about that, and like you said in your video, when you big channels make these lore videos, you help the algorithm, correct? That's what you were getting at.
Yeah.
So you're big.
Rule of 3 is Theory's podcast or live stream with Dash Who and Stupendous Wave. Apparently, Josh is coming back, and they're going to do Nerd Theory again on Mondays, and they're doing that Rule of 3 on Thursdays. And our theory is that he's about to fire Dash Who and Stupendous, and they're going to stop, and he's just going to, because, yeah.
Yeah, because, they're not making too much views and stuff for his channel. Basically.
That's the running theory. So that's our theory of that.
Basically tanking the expanded universe then, because what you're saying is, well, I did those videos in the past, but now because I'm not getting the clicks, I'm going to stop making the lore videos, which is going to damage the algorithm, which is going to ruin all the other lore videos that's also being pumped out by the smaller channels that my lore video would also help. Because I would rather cover things like the last convention I was at, Kathleen Kennedy, the Acolyte sucking, which everybody already knew before it even came out. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So you're admittedly tanking the algorithm as the biggest Star Wars channel out there for Star Wars in general, because you just don't feel like making the lore videos now, because even though you polled everybody, you don't want to make them because whatever reason. I'm assuming it has to do with the clicks, but you can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it's got nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. John, I missed your members for 3 months chat earlier. My bad, John. John Gets Gaming, member for 3 months. The Saturday I got to work and this happens. Third time watching this conversation. Can't believe he admitted to the wiki reading and not citing stuff. Maybe we can pressure him into reading the EU, and kudos to Purist. Yes, indeed. Well, John, we'll be doing part 2 of that. part 2 of this tomorrow night. Hopefully you can make it tomorrow night. Then we'll be doing again on this channel. I do the members hangouts after every stream. We're not going to do it today because I literally got to go to work in about an hour and 20 minutes. But after tomorrow's stream, all channel members will do about a 30-minute, hour-long hangout. The inner circle tier members will be able to join the stream, and we'll be able to have a chat about this and everything, and just have a hangout with the members after tomorrow night's stream. So be sure to utilize that if you'd like to. Hope to see John there. Sorry I missed your chat from earlier. And Saint CP for $5 confirmed that Star Wars Theory has a Grogu. He made a video on it in 2020. So somewhere in Theory's setup, there is a Grogu doll. So.
Oh, okay.
We're back, baby.
Oh,
We're back.
That's such a bad clip. The Bendu. The Bendu. And like that's the other thing is like the Kyle Katarns, the Sex Play, all the people that I rip on, Darth Melvin rips on, they hate Theory more than they hate us.
Right.
Like they at the end of the day they do. And it just like it baffles me why do you want to cater to them? Why do you want to make them try why do you even want to try and make them like you?
Right.
They've literally tried to take your channel down multiple times. I thought I read somewhere that they tried again recently to take Theory's channel down, or went after him, tried to get him kicked out of the convention in Cleveland or something. I read.
I think it might have been the convention in Cleveland. I'm not sure because I don't remember.
Yeah, I read something small about that somebody was trying to do that or something. Jesus Christ. Okay, I think we're. I don't know. We might not get to the China Sabers tonight. We might have to save that for tomorrow. But we'll get to them going at each other though is pretty fun. Pretty fun. I had no idea this was coming.
You're like, wow.
Yeah. I knew that they were arguing. I thought it was gonna be I wasn't expecting this this type of fireworks. Fucking nice.
Well, no, Justin's just bringing it. He's like, hold notes.
And if he shows up on Rule of 3, he's gonna be rested. He's gonna have his caffeine fresh in his system, and there's gonna be some fire. Like I said, must see television if that happens. And again, Chad, the offer was extended.
Yeah.
Oh, I already got that one. Thanks again, Saint CP, for the $5.
Something to do with clicks. To be honest, I don't look at YouTube as a form of income.
Sure you
do. Really? That's. I think that's his primary source of income, but okay.
To be honest, I don't look at YouTube as a form of income.
Sure you do. You said it's your livelihood. When Sexplained and all them with the Ripley's report shit, they try to deplatform Ryan, Jeremy, and Gary. You weren't in that. You inserted yourself into that because of your previous beef with Sexplained. You weren't the person that they had actually targeted. You brought
they've been
yourself
trying to take
into
me down
that.
forever. What do you mean?
It doesn't matter, but you weren't the
YouTube...
subject of that deplatforming, so you inserted yourself into it for no fucking reason.
You're making the same argument that Sexplained fans have.
Well, I don't care who makes what argument. That's the logical part of the argument, whether they're Sexplained fans or not. You actually weren't part of the conversation. You made yourself part of the conversation just because you had a vendetta about Sexplained bullying you.
No, I was in the bottom of that entire thing that they were posting. What are you talking about? The YouTube.
On the bottom, I don't know. I saw
he was. I remember that. So the big three, they went after Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, and Ryan Kinnell, and then he was kind of as a footnote mentioned, and I do remember that he was as a foot and they just basically said these people are terrible, and then Star Wars Theory has said things as well or whatever. That they didn't actively call for him though in that article.
No, they didn't, and this is where I was making the point.
He was
earlier.
mentioned. I do remember he was mentioned.
Yeah, and what's funny about this, and I brought this up, is that he was a side note, But because he likes attention, Theory likes attention, he wanted to be the greater. No, he wanted to be the one that he wanted to be the fucking victim. Basically, he wanted to be included in the 3 as the main topic, which he wasn't. But he made it so that he was. So right there, he was grifting on victimhood, even though he was just the side note, and they really didn't give a shit. They just named him as a channel that is, that they feel that should be taken down, but they didn't go after him full force. So he wanted that full recognition, even though they were just like, "Oh, you're just a side note." That victimhood. Yeah.
I remember. Did you see? I remember a Looper video that they did. Didn't it get taken down?
I think it did.
Didn't they upload it and then they took it down?
Yeah, I
that was like a year, 2 years ago, something like that. I do remember something about it. I don't really remember it, but I remember they uploaded something going after, and then they were all like, "Oh, well, that worked. Well, that clearly worked out for them." Yes, it was removed. Yeah, okay, I do remember that. Yes. Yeah. I don't think I saw it before it got taken down, but I did remember hearing about that. It's great. Like I said, like they get off on like taking out people that they hate, like ruining their careers and everything. Right. They get off on that. It's quite odd.
Thought I read it and I don't remember seeing your name in here. I know I saw everyone else's name right there at the top, not yours.
No, it wasn't at the top. It was at the bottom. It was still on the list of people to investigate from YouTube. Which I had a major problem with because these guys they've been fucking with me for years. And I mean, there are things in the very beginning, even in the videos that I made, exposing them that I never spoke about because they're just they're malicious.
the music again. I love when the music is on point. Like I at the beginning, I thought that the music was gonna like kind of annoy me a bit or like take me out, but it actually makes it better, makes it more immersive. It's really good. Like Purist, you need to make this a thing. Like you bring people on for interviews and you just play music like this in the background. Just like have themes ready to go to like match what's being discussed and everything. I think that'd be brilliant. Like this right here is brilliant.
Exposing them that I never spoke about because they're just they're malicious.
So
oh yeah, I mean, well, they're dumb, dirty liberals.
See how he's trying to just make it all about him? Like he was just a side note, and now it's all about him.
Yeah, I know. He could have talked about how like fucked up it was. They went after those 3 guys, Gary, Ryan, and Jeremy. Yeah, it could have been like, like they're good guys, but that was fucked up what they did.
Based, I've had a lot of interactions with them. They're just, I'm glad I made the video I made after 8 years, and so when you say like you bother me, like dude, like you don't bother me. I just I'm not mad at you. I'm not like I just wonder where it's coming from because it feels like we're both fighting for the exact same thing, which is George Lucas Star Wars. Now, it seems you've read more or
but Disney Star Wars. With every new Disney Star Wars project, it does damage to George Lucas Star Wars. Every single one. And if you are praising and promoting and supporting it, then you are supporting the damage to George Lucas Star Wars, which means that you're a part of the problem. You're not as big as a part of the problem as the fucking shills going to Star Wars Celebration for the fucking bisexuality in Star Wars panel. Tease for Star Triggered episode 3, you guys, which will be on my main channel. Just so you guys know, be sure to make sure you're subscribed to the main channel, link in the description. But it's not as big of a problem as them, but it's a part of the problem, and that's all we're saying at the end of the day. Just choose a side, pick a side, and trust me, it's more fun. It's much more fun on our side.
Yeah,
it's much more fun doing what we do than defending Disney Star Wars. It's much more fun to trash Disney Star Wars than to defend it. There aren't compilation videos of us ripping on Disney Star Wars meant to make fun of us, but there's the opposite. And if it was, it wouldn't be all that funny. Like, literally watching mental illness, like perfect examples of mental illness. It's great. Yeah. Like join in on it. Like Theory's done videos in the past that like actually like ripped on some of the shills. And like I thought they were decent videos, to be honest with you. He should do more of that.
Yeah, but he won't because
because it triggers the portion of his fan base that are still the Hopium and the pro Disney portion of his fan base.
That's
They can't
why
do
he's
that.
like on this greater fence, because he's got to make sure he can shift side to side whenever he feels he wants, whatever Disney puts out and what he wants to see how the biggest reaction is. And that's
And
what's
there's
unfaithful about him. He has no moral ground to stand on. He's always switching his views because of the algorithm and because of he makes money off his channel. So
different Legends books and EU books than I have.
Oh, he said Legends.
Yes, Legends.
Legends.
But I pride myself on the first 6 films, and I pride myself more on theories and fan fictions and doing more of the creative shit in terms of the.
Do they get into Skeleton Crew at all? Laura?
I think a little bit.
A little bit.
It's
Okay,
mentioned, but more or less
I would have wanted to talk to him about like Skeleton Crew and like why when literally nobody watched it.
Purist does bring it up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Conversation.
Comics and making fan films, and then there's guys like you and Ryan and things like that that take over the EU, and it's all of us together. I don't really see it as like a me tanking the EU for clicks, or like I don't understand where that logic is coming from, but I'd love to learn about it if you wish to expand.
Well, I mean, again, I'm just
there is a faction of the Disney shills who are like this that do ride the fence, like the Roka and the Harloffs and everything. Like they want it to succeed, but they like admit like they're for the fucking like woke agenda. And it's funny, and like another thing that they'll do is like they'll say that it's not, they'll criticize it because like it's not woke enough. And like that's another thing. But yeah, like even them are like doing that. And like there's a lot of like they want Disney to succeed, but they think that in order for Disney to succeed, they gotta embrace the fucking woke and everything. And like their arguments end up like aligning with what he's saying here.
Going off your logic, if the big YouTubers control the algorithm and whatnot, then you pushing out lore videos and then us, because it's the same thing, right? If people are only talking about Kathleen Kennedy, then what am I supposed to talk about Kathleen Kennedy because that's what the algorithm wants
She
to
got to
see?
go.
You know,
she's got to go, man.
I know she's got to go, but her leaving doesn't change anything. I mean, we all know that. Then
yeah, probably not. You're probably right on that. But
is he about to say like we got to have hope, or we got to give it a chance? I feel like he's about to. I feel like he's like we gotta have hope for Disney Star Wars. I want it to be good. I'm expecting some. I could be wrong. I'm expecting something like that. Again, I'm going into this blind. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm not saying
You're probably right on that. But for years I was doing lore. For years I was doing comics and books and shit. I mean, there's literally thousands of videos on my channel about it. There's some that have millions of views.
Stuff
some
that you
that
haven't even read. So I'm asking you to actually, because you'll find that you'll.
What do you mean I haven't read?
You haven't read any of the lore stuff that you did. I proved that. Like obviously you've done lore videos on Jason Solo, but you don't even know whether New Jedi Order, Fate of the Jedi, or Legacy of the Force comes first. I mean, you obviously haven't read them.
No, I have not.
Shipment at the end. So how did you do a Jason Solo lore video? That's like 8.
Well, I was gonna deny it, but this guy knows his shit, so I guess I'll just admit.
I guess, yeah, exactly. He backed him into a corner right there and like got him with the points right there. Got him. Got him.
And just admit it. I'll admit I'm just getting into the EU really myself. Like I said, I've just started reading. I read the Revan book a while just because I was so into KOTOR. I read the Revan book when I was younger, and then I read Plagueis about 8 months ago now, and then I'm just now gotten into I've just finished last week. I finished the second Bane book. I like the second Bane book better than the first one.
Oh wow! Okay.
Is that an uncommon take?
I think it is. I've heard
really.
I
like the second. I like the second one. I thought the third act of it was the third. Yeah, the final third of the book was really really good.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah, I like the first one. The first one I liked. The first one jumped around a lot more, and then the second one. Well, the second one did have a big jump. It had one big jump. But yeah, I don't know. I like the second one. I hear the third one's the kind of the weakest of the three.
Well, I can't wait to hear from you on that. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna
okay. That's what I've heard. So I guess I'll see. I think I've like gotten. I think I like haven't even finished the prologue yet.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna start it over because I was listening to it before I went to bed a couple nights ago, and I think I dozed off like partway through, so I'm just gonna start over.
Okay.
80% or 85% of the books that Jason solos in.
I would research
look
it.
them up. You
Yes.
researched it by reading Wikipedia.
Right.
So I'm asking
well,
you
Wikipedia
to
and other
embrace-
mediums too. The books that I have on it. Still have the books and I skimmed through them, but I didn't read. It wasn't my interest.
But the thing is, it should
Wasn't
be your
his interest.
Star
Keywords.
Wars theory. It's a Star Wars.
Wasn't his interest, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't my interest, but I'm gonna still do it because you know, I'm pretending to be an EU fan. And I'm pretending to be a classical Star Wars channel. But I don't do research, and I'll just read off Wikipedia and not cite sources. And this is not my original view and story of what I've read. So that's very disingenuous.
Stupendous Wave thought Bane encountered the Rancor on Duxon, not Lehon,
Yes.
when he was. Oh God, yeah, it was the.
Yes, we were talking about that earlier.
Oh God, it was the Orbalisks on the Orbalisks were. That was a cool little thread of the story.
Mhm. Yeah.
That was like pretty. Are there like any like images of that and like what that armor looked like? Anywhere? I'm sure there probably is.
Channel.
Nah,
I'm telling
dude,
you, if you give the EU a chance and you read the fucking EU, you're gonna have more content than you know what to do with.
Oh, absolutely, and I don't deny that. That's why.
Dash thought Bane detonated the.
Yes, and that's another thing too. He thought.
Oh God, that's bad. That's bad. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's bad.
Dashu.
Yeah. Bane manipulated.
Yeah,
it, but he didn't. He manipulated the Brotherhood of Darkness into detonating it. Yes.
Yeah, and I called him out on that, and even live, and he's like, and he just like mumbled about it. It's like, well, wasn't he a part of that? Like he manipulated. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, so so they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
They read a Wikipedia article. That's probably what it was. And
That's why
it's just the Cliff Notes. It's the Cliff Notes version of the story, dude. Just get the Audible version. If you're not I'm not a good reader. Get the Audible.
Mm-hmm.
The second, again, Chad, I said this on the main channel. The second two books are on the Audible version of them are on YouTube. The second two books, you can watch it you can listen to them for free right now. You can sign up for Audible and you get one free download. Download the first one on Audible, listen to it there, and then do the second two on YouTube. Good to go. And it's great. They got the music and the sound effects and everything and like good voice acting. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, or just read the Wikipedia article. Dash Who of Whoville.
You're right.
Get a drop in the amount of clicks and stuff, and I think that's the problem. Like, because I know you keep saying I'm about the clicks and all that, but I'm going to keep covering.
I don't.
All of
You know what? To be
universe.
real, like all the bullshit aside, I don't think you're about the clicks. I think you are.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Said that earlier, right? Said you're going to clip this up for clicks. Like, oh, I don't think you're about the God. I thought that was going to be later in the video. This is 24 and a half minutes in.
It's all blurs together for me, so
yeah.
And you came on here saying that literally right when you got on the channel.
Because you're always fucking digging into me, man.
But then why would you lie?
Welcome to YouTube. Welcome. You know, I think what Purist is doing is a lot less fucked up than, you know, what the shills try to do to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want to ruin your life. They want your channel banned from taken off of YouTube and everything. I think what he's doing is pretty tame, honestly, compared to what
he's holding Theory accountable for his bullshits. But he's not saying cancel him or unsubscribe or anything like that. He's saying, hey, why are you being just disingenuous here and posing like this? Give us answers. What is your motives behind this? Where do you lie with Disney Star Wars? Because it's not clear.
You know I'm not about the clicks.
Well, because I'm talking to you now and I'm starting to get to know you a little bit better. But it seems like in the beginning when all you were talking about is how I have 3 million subscribers and he thinks that. It's like, you don't know anything about me. You don't know who I am. You don't know my story. You just see a subscriber number. And you think, oh, well, this guy obviously thinks this and
That's
that.
not true because Ryan has a high. I mean, he doesn't have 3 million subscribers, but Ryan's got like 300+ thousand subscribers, and I look at Ryan as a person. I look at all YouTubers as a person. There's certain
Right.
ones that rub me the wrong way, and there's certain ones that I feel are more genuine and real.
Yeah, but you gatekeep. You're like the
I'm
the
part of the
Disney fans.
Gatekeepers Alliance. I am.
Fuck yes, we do.
Right
That's
on.
that is a badge of honor amongst us. Yes, that is the point. That's how we save real Star Wars, is that we get the fucking Disney fucks out. That's the whole point of what we do, is that getting the Disney fucks out, you know, whether we, and that's why we rip on them so hard, to the point that they either join us, join our cause, join our side of the issue, or stop watching, stop covering it.
Yeah.
To the point that Disney Star Wars, to the point that there's less and less no positivity with regards to Star Wars out in the YouTube sphere and everything. And when it is, it's all trashed and destroyed. And then that will eventually, I think that's going to play a big part into Disney Star Wars failing, is that taking out the fucking shills, because that's who Disney's making Star Wars for, making them less motivated to come out and praise it because we're so fucking up their ass every time they do.
Exactly.
Demotivate them. And then there you go. That's going to lead to demotivate them and say, you know what? It's not worth it. And it's working. And the thing is, it's working. Acolyte canceled a month after it premiered. Skeleton Crew did not crack the Nielsen ratings at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's working. So why join the losing side? I just don't understand it. Over a kid's show, over a prequel to a movie that wasn't even all that good, a character that nobody gives a shit about, Andor, is going to be another one. We're about to see it with Andor. Everyone's going to say this is peak Star Wars with Andor. And again, nobody's going to watch it. But, you know, they're doing this 3-episode release schedule thing, so it probably is going to crack the Nielsen ratings because they're doing 3 episodes. That's my theory as to why they're doing 3 episodes. I think they saw Skeleton Crew and they're like, shit, we can't have this show not crack the Nielsen rating. We're going to release 3 episodes a night, and then in the course of a week, it's going to boost the viewership times 3 because the Nielsen rating is based off of hours watched. And then it's going to crack the Nielsen ratings because there's an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of content coming out every week.
Right. Didn't Skeleton Crew, wasn't their first viewing had two episodes back to back?
Yes. Okay. So and it still did not.
Okay. All right. So that's what I thought, because I was like, how did it look with the 2? So
yeah, it still did not. Yes.
I'm gonna laugh significantly if the Nelsons watch on that is still very fucking low.
I'm assuming it will be. I'm assuming it's probably. I assume it's probably going to be bottom 5, maybe even the bottom 3. I'm gonna say at best it'll be maybe 5, maybe 4, if they're lucky. If word of mouth is good with regards to the show. And after that trailer, it might not be, because even fans of the show, people who liked the first season were like, I didn't really like that trailer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but you gatekeep. You're like the
I'm
Disney
part of the
fans.
Gatekeepers Alliance. I am.
Exactly.
Real
It's in your
Star
name.
Wars.
You're
I gatekeep
like
George Lucas, Star Wars, and the expanded universe. Correct.
Yeah, and so I gatekeep a lot of the George Lucas stuff, but the expanded universe stuff, I mean, I haven't read all of them. Clearly, you've read more. You say
That's what
than
I'm
I
asking you to do. That's what I ask everyone to do. You don't have to watch my channel. Learn about it yourself and talk about it. You can make so much content on New Jedi Order. I know you think it's boring, but you listen
No, dude, I don't think it's boring, man. But look,
if
I know
get
you
into
make
the
fun.
full version, you're gonna like the shit, man. If you like Star Wars, there's a lot of Star Wars
Well,
shit.
I mean,
that's
shit,
in there.
dude. I know, dude. I spent a lot of money on those books. I bought the whole freaking collection.
Okay, well, that's
when
why
Ryan told me about it. I was like,
Even
shit, I
audio,
gotta read
Nothing's
these.
wrong with audio. I understand. I'm a busy person, man. I have lots of books. I gotta listen to most of them now. I know.
I love the audio.
I know you got a family. You got a wife and kid, and I can't even imagine how much time that fuck takes.
Yeah, I got 3 kids, man. One of them's fucking grown, so yeah, it takes a lot of time for sure.
Are we around the same age? You're
No,
like 40
man.
something, right?
I'm in my mid 40s. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll be 35 next week. So 10 years off, I guess.
I didn't know. Oh God, Theory's like the exact same age as me. Holy shit, I didn't know that.
That's what Soul Assassin told me. He's like, what the fuck? They're like the same age.
I thought he was older than me for some reason. He's the same exact age as me. Wow. I get like the fucking Real Rejects. The dude from the Real Rejects who said that Neil Druckmann as George Lucas is also the same age as me, and I get like secondhand embarrassment out of that.
Well, yeah, and like you, and like I talked to Soul Assassin, he was like, my generation. He goes, I'm so glad I'm raised the way I am because these guys are total idiots in my generation. I'm pretty sure you feel the same way.
They really are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, look, I get where you're coming from, and I can put myself in your shoes.
Okay, so I think we're starting to cool off now a little bit. I think we're starting to get into the cool off, and then the Theoy Sabers, and then.
The Theoy Sabers is a good topic right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To the point where I can try to see, like, all right, this dude probably thinks I'm just some sort of hack that's just pushing a bunch of clicks and views for money, and I'm essentially just perverting something he holds near and dear, which is Star Wars. And I want to explain to you, or at least, which I normally wouldn't give a fuck, but I feel like you're an actual fan, and I do care. So I do want to explain to you that I'm not like that. And for some reason, that hasn't crossed the barrier, the membrane for you, and that's okay. I understand that. Everyone has a different look of me, and that's whatever. So that's why I'm here. I want to chat with you. And be like, so let's talk about it.
So pause this right here.
At least making a little bit.
Okay.
So he now is changing his tune. Change your tune. You know that little theme going on that we've shared. He is now changing his tune because look at all this time here, like 27, almost 30 minutes of Purist Justin being on top of him, calling him out, backing him into the corner, having to like say, I've read them to I haven't read them, you know, kind of deal for the EU and stuff like that. So he really nailed him to the wall there. So now he's trying to get his way out of there. Now he's trying to change the point, change the direction a little bit more, manipulate everything. With kindness, with I want to be your friend. Why don't you come onto my channel and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Progress now. We're not cutting each other off, so that's good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean that's my main thing. I'd like you to cover actual Star Wars, give Disney shit up, join fucking us, gatekeep this shit from these fucking weirdos.
Hey, Purist extended the offer too. Gotta hand it to him.
Honestly,
dude, I feel like
we don't need more Star Wars. We don't need a new person at Lucasfilm. Like they're going to continue to pump out trash, man. Like it's never going to get better. It's going to be a corporate entity that's going to continue to dilute it. Like Star Wars should never be at least it's better than this last thing, right?
Exactly, 100%.
Right.
Exactly. You know, Skeleton Crew's not as bad as the Acolyte. Yeah, that's not good at the end of the day. But why settle for mediocrity? I mean, worse than mediocrity. Exactly.
That bar is so low.
At least it's better than this last thing, right? Star Wars is supposed to be epic, right? You remember going in line to see the fucking prequels, right? I mean, obviously not the OT. I was a fucking baby and shit, right? And when Return of the Jedi came out, I was 3, right? But I remember sitting in front of the TV when the fucking Ewok movies were gonna come on the Sunday night movie as a 4-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what Star Wars is supposed to be. Not a, hey, well, this one's about kids, so it's okay that it sucks. And, oh, hey, at least this one, you know, doesn't.
Oh, come on. Please defend Skeleton Crew.
Have lesbian shit going on. Like, none of it should be that, dude. It should be, man, this is fucking Star Wars. This is amazing, right?
Of course. And I agree with you on that. Okay, so we agree on that at least. But at the same time, when my audience is looking for me to judge something, I can't be like, well, this is fucking shit because it's
Yes, you can.
Right. He's like, I can't be honest with my audience.
Yes, you can. You absolutely can.
He's saying I can't be honest with my audience. Do you hear that?
Yeah, you have to tell your audience what you think they want to hear. I genuinely think all of Disney Star Wars is trash. I think it always will be trash.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is.
Yeah.
Amazing and blows my socks off like the first 6
You know, now, like, there's some things are better than others, right? I say, like, like Skeleton Crew isn't as bad as The Acolyte, Andor isn't as bad as the sequel trilogy and stuff like that. Yeah, there's levels and everything, but all in all, it's nowhere near. It's like George Lucas Star Wars is up here, Disney Star Wars is way the fuck down here. That's the bar. It fluctuates a little bit, but that's the overall bar.
Does that mean it's good?
Yeah.
Did, which I
that was very amazing. Interesting what he just said there. Like, I can't come out and say it's trash to my audience. Yeah, because it's going to trigger half of them.
Yeah, and you're going to lose viewers, or you're
it's going to trigger them if you say that.
And stuff like that.
Yeah. To judge something.
Yes.
I can't be like, well, this is fucking shit because it's not amazing and blows my socks off like the first 6 films did. Which you ask anybody, they know that I'm a huge, first 6 films fan. That's essentially
the curved grading scale.
Right.
It's the Disney curve scale. Yeah, 7 out of 10, right? Or Ahsoka is a 9 out of 10 by Disney Star Wars standards. So what's that in a real Star Wars standards? Like 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10?
So they all exist on the plane of having the 6 movies within now their lore. Okay, so the Disney brought in only George's movies, those movies, 6 movies, as the foundation, and they knocked everything out. So you could still judge based upon that.
Exactly.
And you need to judge based upon that. That's just how I see it.
My interest is. Like, it was to the point where it was so much that I didn't really care all that much for all of the extended universe. I pick and choose when I was younger, but I didn't read everything like you or Ryan. I was like, whatever. But there were books I would pick up because of my interest in Star Wars, and I'd read maybe a few chapters, and then I'd put it down, or I don't know, maybe ADHD or some shit, or I just lost interest.
Pause it real quick.
I didn't read.
So I don't know if you've seen the clip where Justin shares about him reading or have heard us talk about this, is that he said, oh yeah, I read the EU, our Legends, but I got bored and put them down, but I've read all the Harry Potter books. So why can't he finish Star Wars, like Lucas or pre-Disney Star Wars EU? Why can't he finish that? But it's okay. He can finish like Harry Potter books, and he's a Star Wars fan. You would think that if you are a Star Wars fan, that you are able to read these books and finish them because that's your love. That's where your heart is. That's what you want to learn about. And then maybe try to read through Harry Potter books and not finish them. I don't know. I'm just pointing out the obvious fact. He's a Star Wars channel. Star Wars is his thing, but he can't finish the books, but he can finish Harry Potter. Just think about it.
Yes, Jet Set Radium, I will share. I thought I had it in the description, but I did. I'm going to add it to the description right now, but there it is in the chat. For all you guys, yes. Sorry, I think I mentioned earlier that it was in the description. I just checked, and it was. That's because I'm on. It's because I'm on the live channel. That's why I don't have everyone's links saved. I have my links parts saved automatically when I post a video on the main channel, and everything has you guys on it. And I forgot that it was this one. So here, let me do that.
And Star Wars Marvel Purist says here, the EU novels are 9th through 10th grade reading level. Harry Potter is a 4th grade reading level.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right, you guys. It is also now in the description as well. Good shit.
Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Become a member and you can come to the listen party on Dark Forces Rebel Agents. So the real Kyle Katarn and Janors and Death Star events, pre New Hope events. There you go.
All of them, and I'm okay to say that. You don't have to read all of them to be a Star Wars fan.
And I'm not saying that. Like, a lot of people, I've had a lot of your fans and stuff, which is fine, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure lots of people that are in my audience like say shit on your streams or anyone else's streams. There's not a barometer like, oh, well, he hasn't read this many books. I can tell you I've read like 92, 93 EU books. That's like, I'm like intermediate.
That's dope.
Damn. I've read 4. Right? Revan.
You're like, damn.
Yeah, I was like, I got some catching up to do. Revan, Plagueis, and 2 Banes. Okay.
And that's not
I got some catching up to do. Yeah. That's not counting the comics.
I don't even remember how many I've read. I think I haven't read all of them, but most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not like a fucking guru, right? I'm not Ryan or Matt Wilkins, who was on here earlier, or like Tim or Laura. But I'm learning and I'm trying to grow. And
Shout
as
out.
I'm growing with my audience, I'm trying to share like all the cool shit. I'm trying to be, you could tell I'm kind of an up-tempo person, right? That's what I want, instead of like, oh, yeah, this shit's kind of boring. Like, so, you know, obviously you have more viewers than I do. Well, if they see you talking about the NJO, like, it's kind of trash, man. It's boring and shit. But then you're worried about your audience worrying about being a fair rater of Skeleton Crew. Like, I would just appreciate, you know, and again, it's your channel, do what you want to do. But I would hope that you would try to pump up and motivate the real Star Wars Expanded Universe as much as you have to have that honest opinion with your Disney Star Wars fan base.
I don't have a Disney Star Wars fan base.
Yeah, you do. I mean,
oh, yes, you do. Are
does.
you kidding me? Dude, when he does his watch party, he does a poll at the end of every episode of when he watches something on there. He did a poll for Skeleton. I remember just about every one. He said, like, all right, what do you rank this episode of Skeleton Crew out of 10? Like, 8, it was like, 8 to, like, 9 to 10 out of 10, 6 to 8 out of 10. Or like, yeah, something like that. And like 75% of his audience would give it 8 to 10, 9 to 10 out of 10. The top score.
Yeah, ranking Disney Star Wars because they like it.
Exactly. Like, come on. Like, at least, like a very large portion of your fan base is pro Disney Star Wars.
Right.
Well, I remember during Stargrift, like the comments, people would get mad about him having Ryan and Mahler on his stream during Stargrift. I remember them reading. So I remember tuning in one time and someone sent like a really long super chat or so. I think they were talking about like, I'm unsubscribing because you're having Ryan and Mahler on your. You're telling me that guy's not a Disney Star Wars lover? Get the hell out of here.
Well, look at his face. His face again is revealing. He knows he
So
does.
You know.
He does. Yeah.
Disney Star Wars fan base.
I don't have a Disney Star Wars fan base.
Yeah, you do. I mean, a good. Think about it. You have X amount of subscribers.
That's a nervous laugh.
Probably like Disney Star Wars, right? Like, let's be honest.
Man, come
I
on,
would say at least.
Have you not been on? Well, you have been on Twitter, but I don't know if you've seen any of the stuff that people say about me. But
the hardcore, the influencer, the Disney Star Wars influencer types, the YouTubers, the fucking wokers that love Disney Star Wars hate Theory. Then there's the others who are just like, just, I don't know, misguided fence riders, whatever. The Disney Matrix, right? Yeah, exactly. That like him, exactly. It's the SJW fucking Disney Star, the Louise Julies, the Kyle Katarns, the Sex Plains, like those are the ones who hate his guts, and they're the much more vocal as well. So yes, they fucking, like we said earlier, they hate him more than they hate us because they hate his success. But like there is a portion of like the Disney Star Wars fandom that probably are like average, normal human beings at the end of the day who I guess have really bad taste in media who like him. Yeah.
Definitely don't see me as a Disney Star Wars fan or someone that even caters to that audience.
I mean, there's definitely Disney Star. I know because I know people from other Star Wars circles that follow you, and I know they like Disney Star Wars. You have a lot of them on your streams a lot.
Like in the stream.
He had Sawyerism on his stream in the past, chat, by the way. Sawyer! Who's a flight attendant now. Chad, do you guys know that, chat? She became a flight attendant. That's her new job after she got kicked out of med school.
That's right. What airline?
I don't know, but I can imagine. I would love to find out what flight she's on, and then just go in wearing a MAGA hat just to see how I'm treated by her as a flight attendant. Probably not well.
Now's the time to have like a Star Triggered T-shirt too to wear.
Yeah, right.
Someone like her probably would know what that means.
she's gonna have one of her crying sessions at 40,000, 40,000 feet, whatever, however high planes go. I don't even know. She's gonna have a meltdown. She's gonna go in the bathroom and cry.
Or in the back there, and you go to the bathroom there, and you see her crying, just sobbing in the corner right there in the little station there. Oh my
Saint
God.
CP. I remember when he had Sawyerism in a live chat and she got offended. It was funny. I remember when she was on the stream and like it was on Nerd Theory with Theory and Josh, and somebody in the chat said like Josh had a chub, and Theory like put it up, like I put your super chat up right now. Theory put that chat up. I think it was by accident. And like Sawyer saw it and then just got like you'd see it in her face, like she was pissed. And like they were both like laughing about it, and she was just sitting there like,
oh my God.
she's such an SJW. She freaking hates these toxic YouTubers, but yet she appeared on Star Wars Theory's channel in the past. She willingly went on one of their channels. Funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, they hate him more than they hate us. But Saint CP, thanks for the $5. Jet Set Radium Future for $2. Did you watch the SWTOR live stream? It was so bad. By Theory?
I don't know what he's talking about on that one.
Yeah, Jet, are you talking about Theory's Star Wars: The Old Republic live stream? If so, what was bad about it? I'll keep an eye out for your chat to let me know in the chat.
Stream itself,
Yeah,
like guests.
Yeah, like when you have guests on and stuff. They were on when Melvin was on. You had all kinds of
way back when, dude. Yeah, well, that's
fine. Whatever.
There's a reason that isn't happening.
Outreach to everybody about Star Wars. That's fine. I get it. That's perfectly fine. My thing is just, again, if you gave the same like motivation and stuff towards the expanded universe, I think we would probably, like, for instance, there's that convention.
He does a monthly Star Wars: The Old Republic stream. I didn't even know that. See, I don't really watch Theory all that much. Just so you guys know, I got it right here. The list of shills. There are 78 names on the list of shills that I literally have to go through just about every day. So, yeah, that's why I don't prioritize any one shill over any other. So that's why I do miss a lot with regards to him and everything. But I'll be keeping my eyes out on Mr. Star Wars Theory around Mandalorian and Grogu and Ahsoka Season 2, because I think there might be some content there. I don't think he's going to...
But the Ahsoka especially.
I don't think he's really going to have a chance to make any noise for Top Shill 2025, but 2026, maybe. Just because there's not a lot of Star Wars this year.
Oh, it's the main SWTOR channel, he said. Said, no, sorry, it's the SWTOR main YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Check it out for Gatekeepers Alliance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sent a super chat. I appreciate you didn't like the tone of his super chat or anything like that. But
yeah, he was pissed, bro. He wasn't happy.
For instance,
what's he talking about here?
This is about when Tim said, "Put your money where your mouth is."
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Has he ever spoken to Theory?
I don't think they have spoken face to face or spoken directly, like on live streams and stuff. Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Sisters Alliance, they sent a super chat. I appreciate you didn't like the tone of his super chat or anything like that. But
yeah, he was pissed, bro. He wasn't happy.
For instance, though, if you would have like promoted or talked about that, I mean, are
you talking about like the story? I like the Imperial Agent story, and yeah, probably the Sith Warrior. I thought all the Republic side stories were kind of boring. The Sith storylines were all, for the most part, better. Bounty Hunter was pretty good, though. I like the Imperial. The Imperial Agent was really interesting. I really liked that one.
I'm giving you some props here. I think more tickets would have got sold for that convention, and we would have actually had a lot of Expanded Universe fans that would have got to meet a lot of their favorite authors for the first time and maybe only time, you know? So
I can see where you're coming from.
But because it wasn't asked in the right way, or, you know, this, and that.
I can see where you're coming from.
And don't get me wrong, they fucked up too, because there was some internal people that were running the shit that should have and could have reached out to Ryan, and Ryan could have
Yeah.
promoted it and would have promoted it, but he's too toxic for them, so they're fucking stupid for that as well.
Fair
But
enough.
my thing
So he's talking about Legends Con here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that got canceled.
Yeah.
is, at the end of the day, the minutia of all that doesn't matter to me. What I wanted to do, I'm actually in the Texas area, so I wanted to go meet fans and meet these authors and talk to these authors about the books they wrote and stuff like that. And now, like that particular convention's probably never going to happen again, right? Because they fucked all the authors over. You know, a bunch of people got, you know, non-refundable flights and stuff like that. So
What's the name of this convention again?
It was Legends Con 2, which I'm not a big fan of the name. It should have been called Expanded Universe or UCon.
Where is it? In Texas?
It was in Arlington. Yeah, it was supposed to be this week, actually, this weekend.
I'm actually buying a house in Texas this year. I'm working on my visa right now. So
We're
if you're
talking
in
about
Texas,
this
we
not
should
important. It's about
actually
me.
hang-
It's
probably
about me.
He's moving. Maybe they'll be like really close to each other.
San Antonio or Dallas. I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I'm in the DFW area, but San Antonio's nice.
It's chill. It seems quiet, man. I got some friends there.
It's more humid. The more south you go, the more humid it's gonna get, though.
I like humid. I like Florida. I like humid.
Oh God, get out! When I was I did basic training in San Antonio, Texas, from July to early July to mid August. No, to the end of August, and it was it was crazy.
Oh my God, my son
I was never able to wear a short sleeve shirt outside ever.
Oh,
except for working out.
yeah. Wow. Yeah, when my son was stationed in North or South Carolina and Lejeune and stuff like that, whenever they had to go do their basic training and stuff like that during the summertime, that's
Soul Assassin. Yes, it was Air Force. I was 19. God, that was forever. That was forever ago. Still a teenager. Yeah, hottest. So fucking hot. I gotta tell you.
Not being a Marine and having to train out in that kind of weather, though. Like they're
exactly.
trained people, you know.
Lackland Air Force Base, baby. All right, go a little bit longer here. I got go couple more minutes, and then we'll have to cut it and finish. We've only gone through about 33. This might end up being a 3-parter, you guys. We'll see. Might have to just make this a multiple Mr. Grizzly Live event till we get through this. Anyway,
it's pretty chill. But no, I can see where you're coming from, dude. And you know what? I've been trying to put myself in your shoes, being like. Because I'm not the type, like, if it's like an Acolyte fan where I'm like, these people are deranged. But if it's someone who's like...
Yeah, I'd imagine being up in the cold would be bad as well.
On the same sort of wavelength that I feel like I am, like, you're not an Acolyte fan, you know, you go to the Geeks and Gamers meetups. Jeremy has seen you in his group chats. You know, you like Ryan, you like Melvin, so I'm trying to think. I'm like, hey, what the fuck did I do or say that rubbed this guy the wrong way so much? He's got this like hate bone for me. So that's
God forbid somebody doesn't like you.
And he's trying to associate himself with everybody else. Like, if you like so and so and so and so and so, you have to like me. And then he thinks, oh well, because he's been popped on and listened to Jeremy's content, that he likes him. No, you can go in there and see what they're saying for the latest grifting bullshit that they're doing and still not, or whatever. So, so he's trying to associate himself with these guys as, oh, be my friend. Why can't we be friends kind of deal?
Why can't we be friends? Yep.
Right.
That's why I wanted to chat with you. And I feel like finally it's good. We're getting somewhere. So, okay. So the convention. You want me to? So there's a couple things here I want to discuss. So it's kind of like, an issue I always have with a lot of the Disney fans is they're so goddamn pushy with what they want me to say on my channel. They're like,
okay, I think we're kind of getting into a new side. I think I might call it here because we're kind of like getting into something new. So we could just pick right up from here. But tomorrow, I gotta go to work in literally 30 minutes. So
yeah.
All right, we got another $10. Thank you, Saint CP, funding the stream tonight, man.
Oh
god, dude.
Thank you so much, Saint CP, tonight. Surprised I wasn't destroyed by the chat, but I will say I frequently watch your channel as a casual fan of Star Wars, but I do not proclaim that I know what I am talking about because I am. It's all good, dude. It's all good. You've seen the light. You've seen the light. It takes some balls to come in and say that you used to, but hey, look, I was right there with you. I used to like, I mean, I didn't like The Force Awakens, but like, I was like, curious. I had hope for Disney Star Wars. Yes, I'll say it. I'll put myself out there. I had hope that like, okay, because like they set up some things that I was kind of interested in. Oh, who was Snoke? Yeah, we all know how that turned out. Oh, I can't wait to see what they do with like I heard the rumors of The Last Jedi like going into it. And all I went into that movie, you know what the shills say, if you lower your expectations, you'll enjoy it, right? They use that line. So that's basically what I did with The Last Jedi. Is like, all I want is just for Luke Skywalker to be fucking great, to get a badass Luke Skywalker moment, right? Like, all I want is just to see Luke be a badass just one more time. Not only did they not do that, they fucking clickbaited you. And like gave up like, oh, you're gonna see Luke versus Kyle. I knew it, he wasn't really. I like didn't get it until they revealed it, but like I'm like, this isn't real. Like this isn't like I thought it was like an illusion from Kylo or something. Or I don't know what I thought, but like I was just like, it's not. He's not really there. I didn't think force projection, but like I was like, he's not really. And then I just walked out of that movie. I was just like, yeah, I'm done.
And that's the thing too. George wanted to have Star Wars continue. He had faith, just like we all had faith in our way. I really didn't have faith after like the EU was dumped and all this stuff. I kind of had suspicion and stuff. But George had faith, and he was then let down. And that's a lot of fans, like that group of George Lucas Star Wars, pre-Disney Star Wars with the EU and stuff like that, is just like George. We were betrayed.
I just remember, I wasn't like angry. I just remember, I kind of like was like laughing. I'm like, I see what they were talking about. Like everyone who was shitting on the movie.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it was more like what the fuck? It was so easy to just like give people and like, cause they had to kill Luke they didn't want Luke taking the spotlight off of Rey at the end of the day. That was what a lot of that
and
was.
They admitted that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
So Saint CP, man, don't worry about it. You're on board now. That's all that matters in the fight to destroy Disney Star. We will not stop until Disney is forced to sell Star Wars. And then maybe we will have hope again.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or just enjoy what George had brought to us.
Yeah, enjoy what it was. And that's another thing why we want it to fail, because look at the damage that they can do. Still left to do.
Yeah.
Sticking the original trilogy in Legends. You think Disney won't do that? Legends. You think Disney doesn't want to do that deep down? They absolutely want to do that. Too many white people in front of and behind the camera. White men in front of and behind the camera in the original trilogy. And that's why I think Kathleen Kennedy hates it.
Yes, and the giant red X over Luke's picture at the headquarters. Do you remember that poster that was revealed?
I do not know.
Really?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
There was an image. I'll share it in our chat. But there was an image from the headquarters, and it was Luke Skywalker with Vader when he was taking him to the Emperor, and they're still on Endor. And then there's a red X over Luke.
Of course, yeah, they hate Luke Skywalker.
Yep.
All right, and Crew super chatted $1. Thank you, Crew, for that. And Jet Set Radium Future for $2. We need a Darth Malgus go through. We need a Darth Malgus go through Disney Star. I mean, I don't want to see Darth Malgus in Disney Star Wars, but just fucking tear it down. I mean, I would take a Darth Malgus, I would take somebody competent, not Disney making an Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic, or a story set in the Old Republic. I'd be 100% for that. I don't trust Disney to do it.
Oh yeah,
But,
no, don't.
but yeah, like anyone at like, you know, if George were to do it or somebody competent were to do it, we'll see. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow evening for part 2 of the theory versus the Star Wars Marvel Purist versus Star Wars theory debate. See you guys tomorrow night. Maybe OG Star Wars might be back, might not be. We'll just see.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, might have a couple others join as well. So probably keep your eyes out. Make sure you turn on all notifications and everything. Stay tuned tomorrow evening for that. Thank you guys for all the support on the stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will continue. All right, later, guys.
All right, have a good one.